Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm having a little preview of a game called Hidden Deep. It's currently on Steam and there's a demo you can try out. So I've had a play of it and I'm just going to explain what it's like, show you a bit of footage, and then the video will conclude with some raw gameplay. So Hidden Deep, what is Hidden Deep? Well, you play as a kind of expedition team. You're based in this sort of sub-oceanic environment where you're mining, and it's like a research facility. So you're cut off from civilization, you're under the ocean. The game sees you take control of members of the expedition as you try and find certain things, find your kind of colleagues, keys, or deal with strange things that are happening. It's got a very sort of chilling atmosphere, very sort of somber ambient music. It's got this kind of really sort of sci-fi horror edge. It really has a sort of element of the movie The Thing, like this kind of paranoia. You're delving down into these caves, but you don't really know what's coming. In terms of controls, you've got a few gadgets at your disposal. You've got guns, so you've got like handguns, rifles. There's the very useful grappling hook. Now this is really key because obviously you've got to work your way down in the environment, and this is a very harsh game. If you fall from like 5 meters or something equivalent, you'll die, your legs will break, it's brutal. So you've got to shoot your grappling gun into the ceiling and then rappel down to the safe level. You can also use this to swing from one place to the other, but it is very challenging at first. You can also lay down ropes. You can scan. You have this like circular scan ball. It's a bit like the one from the movie Prometheus where they send it off into the tunnels. It maps the tunnels, but you can also use it in combat. You can electrocute these weird little fleshy things that will attack you otherwise. There's a terror scanner, so you can put it on the floor, scan what's underneath you to see if there's other tunnels. And if there are other tunnels and you have explosives, you can plant the explosives and blow up the environments and work your way through the environment via explosions, which is really quite cool. Now it is a very dangerous game. Like I said, you can fall down a very sort of small space and break your legs and die. Then you have to take over the next member of your expedition. You have a certain amount of people you can use. Once they're all dead, the expedition was a failure. Now the enemies in this, they're like something from the movie The Thing. They're very fleshy, like sort of weird kind of, I don't know what they are. There's like worms, flying things. There's these big sort of things that come out of the ceiling. There's all sorts of creepiness down there, and it's really quite tense because due to the kind of environmental like movement in terms of rappelling down and all this kind of stuff, during those moments you're very vulnerable. And if you get attacked at that time, you will die quite quickly. So it's quite a hardcore game, I would say. This is not going to appeal to the casual gamers, I don't think. You know, and it has this kind of minimal grounded feel. I don't know if the developers are Russian. It feels Russian, if you know what I mean. It's got that kind of bleak simplicity to it and that kind of brutality, the harshness. So for me, this is one that I really do think is going to be very interesting when it does finally come out, because it's got a really, really tangible atmosphere. You do feel like you're exploring, you're delving down into the caves, and every time you go down to a new level, you do feel this sense of dread because you just don't know what's there. You know, are you going to have enough ammunition? Are you going to have enough explosives to make your way? Or are you going to have to like commit suicide with your character just to start off with a new one? Really nice atmosphere, fantastic music, quite simple visual presentation, but it really does work. And this is definitely the best demo I've played in this little batch that I've done. I've done 5 this week. This is the one that I would say is going to be the most interesting game in the end. So yeah, it's on Steam. Have a look. I think a lot of people will appreciate it. Okay, there you go. That's the preview. I'll finish the video with a bit of raw gameplay just so you can have a little look at it. So enjoy that, and I will catch up with you next time. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Enjoy.
It must be here. Now try to blast a hole. Be careful.